I'm like, they done switched teams over some doggone ham hocks and pork and beans. This is why they people can't rise. This is why they can't rise as a people, because ain't no loyalty there. All right, y'all. Hope y'all stay tuned. If you have not watched Star Trek Discovery Season 1, Episode 3, go ahead and watch that first. It's already posted. This is Episode 4. The Butcher's Knife cares not for the lamb's cry. I'm trying to get both of y'all, them in there for y'all tonight. Y'all got me with the same outfit on up in here, though. Okay, anywho, let's get it started. Michael is getting her new gear. Got her new uniform without no rank or insignia on it. And Seal comes in with some space mail and like, hey, this came through for you. I forgot what she said she was doing, but I went ahead and picked it up because I was dry. I think she was in the shower or something like that. So it happens to be JoJo's last will and testament. As soon as she learns what it is, Michael immediately pushes it aside. She's like, she don't want to touch it, don't want to be bothered with him. On the way to engineering, she runs into Saru, who's like, what the heck are you doing here? You supposed to be on that prison ship. I told y'all he wasn't going to be happy about this. But as they enter the bridge, they find that they are under attack by 2 Klingon ships. I mean, they've been detected, they've been scanned, they ready to fire back. Landry takes out one ship, but they can't get a lock on the other, and they're starting to launch torpedoes at them, and then Kayla is panicking like she always freaking do. And then all of a sudden, boom! It's a dang on simulation. I was like, oh, Jesus, really? Got me all excited at the beginning of this, and it's a doggone simulation. But Michael and Saru was a little bit too calm for me. I was surprised. So I don't know why I did not notice that that was a simulation. Okay, but anywho, Captain looking like, he say, good job with y'all being polite. You know what I'm saying? When this tech is up and running, we're going to be able to spring up on anyone, anywhere, at any time. But when we do this, we're going to be the only ones who are going to be able to do it. Like one Starfleet, we're going to be the only ones in Starfleet with this capability, which means that we ain't going to have no doggone backup. So we better get it together. Y'all need to start popping together. Run the simulations again and again and again until we stop freaking dying. That's pretty much TSR to hop on it. So Captain takes Michael into his weapons museum and shows her Hello Kitty. I've changed from an alien canine to, since it's a feline, it's Hello Kitty now. Anyway, she like, what the heck is you going to do with this thing? Captain said this thing has declawed a doggone ship. It left out of there without a stain on them. It didn't get no hurt, no scratches, nothing from the little Klingons. So I need to know what the heck it's made of. In order for us to beat the best, then we got to beat the best. Matter of fact, we got to be better than the best, right? And this is going to be your task, my dear. Hop to it. So now we get to go over to the Klingons. So Vok is up there mapping out the orbit, looking at the stuff that they've already scavenged, and he calling on his little spittle spirit to guide him into leadership, help them find what they need to find. Apparently their ship has been disabled for the last 6 months. They can't get their engine started. So Sister Klingon come in, and she like, the Shinzu is still out there. He's like, no, I ain't trying to hear that. She's like, let's go get it. He's like, look, I am not trying to hear that. We are not trying to mix their technology with ours. That's blasphemy. And she say, well, you didn't have a problem when we feasted on her corpse. I was like, oh my God. I guess, George, you dead for real. Because remember, I think season 2, episode 2, I was like, I hope she didn't die. I guess she did for real. And they ate her. They like consumed her. Ooh. They gruesome. Damn, Klingons, that's harsh. So she said, I saw you smiling when you picked the meat off of her skull. She said, look, I know you're trying to be pure and all, but we are her dying. My daddy, he was the blood of spittle. My mama, she wasn't. She's from the house that lies and cheat. And my mama gave me a little dagger, told me to stab myself with another little girl. Had told me I had to choose a house or whatever. And instead of me choosing sides, I learned how to build a bridge. I bridged them together. You need to start building the bridge or we all gonna die up in this joint. So Landry comes in and tells Michael, look here, we need to work together. Captain said we're gonna be good together. So let's call that little monster thing in a Ripper. And so yeah, they're gonna call Ripper. No, Ripper is Hello Kitty. It's gonna stay Hello Kitty. I don't like the name Ripper either. So Michael says she's not sure that it was a monster, you know what I'm saying? And from what she was able to determine from the captain's log, because everything else was damaged, but what she was able to determine was that the gland showed there was no breach, there was no forming spores. The log just indicated that there was a stowaway. So, like, did it mutate from something else that was a particular stowaway, whatever? But Landry's like, you know what? We need to figure out how this thing kills. We need to pop some poison, some pills or whatever up in that joint. And Michael like, look, stop judging it based off the way it look. It might be an intelligent life form up in that joint, and it may be just acting out in self-defense. I like the way that Fuller, this is a side note, I like the way that Fuller attacked racism and culturalism in the first 2 episodes compared to how they're doing it in this one. But that's okay. A lot of people who didn't like that, who didn't appreciate those in the first 2 are probably happy now or whatever. Anywho, Landry says Lorca is not interested in what you think, what you are. He only want to know what you can do for him. And so what he needs you to do for him right now is going to make this thing a weapon in the discussion. We ain't going to talk about it no more. So their admiral beams herself in, and she's tells Captain that there's another Klingon attack on another Starfleet command, whatever. So the transmission says, look here, we requesting evacuation. Something, I think a life support or whatever. We only got like 6 hours before we all gonna die. We need to evacuate the heck up out of here. And apparently this doggone command is vital to the Starfleet. So she needs Discovery to get the jump, and they're gonna save them. And he assures her that they're ready. They've already made dozens of small jumps. We can make this one. I got you, boo. So, but once he gets in the room with the boss man like, ain't no way in hell we gonna be able to do that. That ain't gonna happen. He said every time we done try to jump, there's been a problem. And the Glen had like navigation upgrades that they don't have, and they took that technology from the Glen and tried to incorporate it into the ship. The stuff ain't matching up. Like they must have had a supercomputer or something like this to make it work, but it ain't working over here in these parts. And the captain is like, you better get it to work. So Saru reminds them how much time these people got left to live. You know, they need help like quick, fast, and hairy. So then Bossman say, you know what? Something else I'm going to try. I'm going to go ahead and try it. So Vok and Sister Klingon, they walking through and they get a visit from old man Klingon. Remember him, the one that bounced out and said he was going to pay Takuma Spittle back? So I'm going to bring your house down. Yeah, he back. Learn his name is Carl. I'm still going to call him Mad Klingon. Okay. So he came to offer his apologies and his deepest respects for disrespecting them on their last visit. And I was like, something ain't right with this dude. What he really want? Well, he does mention that they got cloaking technology that's only on that ship. Nobody else in the 24 houses has it. And he wants them to rejoin the fight. And so Vok is like, look here, we almost back up to running, but we need an engine and we need food for my people. And then we down, right? Mikasa, Sukasa, we all in this together. We all in one. We are the same people. We are the world. All of that. So, boss man, he go tell Captain, look here, we kind of sorted ready, but not really. I ain't even sure if this gonna work, but it can a little bit part of the time. And Captain say, well, let's mount up then. So they go back in the black alert, and Hello Kitty starts rolling crazy out the wall. Mike was looking like, what is wrong with this fool? So they jump. They end up in a doggone hot seat. Nowhere near Corvan too. They end up in some doggone gravity well that's pulling them in. They're about to catch on fire. And Boss Man is like, dude, I told you behind we couldn't make this doggone jump. But you just don't listen. You want to be big-headed. Now they got to put everything they got, all their power, all their resources into trying to back up out that thing and get out the gravity well. They made it happen. But while they was doing it, Boss Man hit his head. Cracked his doggone skull, right? So he in sick bay trying to get his face fixed. Dr. Culver and her trying to fix up his face. I mean, his whole nose was leaning to the left, like to the left, to the left. It was all over. But he doggone there crashed his skull into his cerebellum on that jump. So Captain comes in and say, look here, fix him up so he can go fix what's wrong. And he said, look, I told you, science takes time. But we ain't got that type of time. Plus, this is no longer a science ship. This is a warship now. If you don't like it, you can go. And you ain't taking nothing with you because it all belongs to the Federation. That's just pretty much how things go around here. So Captain decides to play the last transmission about the Corvan, which basically says, hey, shit is getting real out here. We's about to die. I don't even know if anybody listens to us. Landry is like, okay. We about to do this. We about to figure out what's up with Hello Kitty and get it popping up in here. So she decides to release a sedative in the containment field. And Mike was like, why? What you doing it for? We don't even know if that's going to work on it. She's like, we're going to find out. We're going to chop off a claw or two and see what the heck this thing is made of so we can use it to our advantage. But of course, it don't work. As soon as she thinks the containment sedative is popped in, she opens up the door, that thing bounces out. But it rushes out to the door like it's trying to get out the door, and it's clawing its way at the door and everything. And Landry takes her little gun and just firing off at it. Okay. So it climbs up the door and up the ceiling, back around, down like a dog on roly-poly would climb up a wall. And it snatched her right on up. Just had one of those forgotten movements. Just snatched her on up. And Michael maximizes the light because of it's sensitive to light. So it maximizes the light, and it scares this little bell back into the darkness of the little containment field. And but it leaves Michael behind to take care of Landry. She beamed her own into sick bay. And Culver's gonna get tired of seeing these mud coming to sick bay all doggone day. But Landry don't make it. I was like, dang, I was just starting to like her. She don't make it. Oh, she dies already. She's the first one to die. So Vought goes aboard the Shinzu with Sister Cleon and get what they need. And we learned that Sister Cleon's name is L'Oreal. I just kept thinking of Dream Girls with L'Oreal and Jimmy Early. Anyway, they exchanged interest in one another. It was like more of appreciation for my Lord. It was like, I feel you, boy. I'm your ride or die. Believe that. Believe that. So Michael calls on Saru for help. And she was like, I want to offer you an apology of what went down on the ship. But then Saru realizes that girl just using him. She wanted to see if his little tentacles was going to pop off. Because if they didn't pop off, she realized that Hello Kitty really wasn't a threat. Because anytime he comes around a threat, his little tentacles start popping off. So based on his little ganglias, is what they called them, it indicates that Hello Kitty is not an issue. Saru was butthurt. Mike was like, look, but the lie was necessary. Later, Seal brings her the spores to see if how Hello Kitty was going to respond to them. And because they was the only thing that both ships had in common was the spores. So she tells Seal, look, go ahead and bounce. This could get you in trouble. This could be dangerous or what have you. But she determined to help her out because she's like, hey, I can't help Corvan too. So let me go and do what I can do here. So Michael gives the spores to Hello Kitty. And I'm like, girl, what is you doing? You just gonna open the thing up like that? You don't know how this thing gonna react to you either. But she opens it up and Hello Kitty is happy. And healing the spores like it's some fucking catnip or something. I don't know what was with it. I don't know what's in them spores. Oh, I think Michael called them mushrooms. So maybe she's shrooming. Y'all know shrooms is a drug too. So then she licks Michael. I was like, ew. And they say, hello. See, my name Hello Kitty is right. Anywho, Michael gets boss man and tells him her theory. They beam Hello Kitty into the spore room and it bounces through there, you know. Like the little lion on the wheels and happy going through the poppy fields. Like, so they figured out a way that they could try to use Hello Kitty to navigate them to where they need to go when they make these jumps. So, Vought and L'Oreal, Sister Cleon, they come back to the ship and guess who's there? Man, Cleon. He done bought food for the crew and some provisions and all that stuff. And he said, you know what? Since I brought them all this stuff, they behind me now. They loyal to me. All the crew just fell in line. I'm like, they done switched teams over some doggone ham hocks and pork and beans. This is why they people can't rise. This is why they can't rise as a people, because ain't no loyalty there. But man, Klingon is like, since you're a failure, you poor, you ugly, you ain't gonna never be nothing. I all of a sudden heard Celie from The Color Purple say, I may be poor, I may be black, and I may be ugly, but I'm here. Thank God I'm here. Okay, that was the wrong show. Let me get back on track. So anyway, Vought let him know, look, I am the chosen one. You know, I'm the seer of the light. I have been anointed by Takuma Spittle. I've been anointed by him. I walk in the light of Kelos. And Mad Cleon said, well, I don't care what you're talking about. Everything that's here, it's all mine now. Ain't none of that's yours. So Vought tell him, look, over my dead body. He said, all right, I'm going to make that happen. He stepped up to him. Mad Cleon stepped up to him. And his sister Cleon stepped in between. I'm like, yeah, girl. Stand up for your man. Stand up for him. But then she gives Mad Cleon that dang on energy source so they could start the doggone engines. I was like, girl, really? Not only did she do that, she gonna grab her doggone piece of chicken and then start eating it like, it could have been you, boy. I was like, oh, no, she got to die. She got to die right now. That's exactly how I'm feeling. So, man, tell her, kill him. She's like, no, I got another thing. Let's space his behind. Send him over there into that Federation debris. And I'm like, I'm so done right now. She got to go. Vok need to fuck her up. Like, plain and simple. So, the captain is attempting to make the jump again. And they done attach the machine to Hello Kitty. And, like, as soon as they do it, all, like, the space coordinates just pop out of her head and, like, all of the screen. And they get to Corvan, and it's under heavy, heavy fire. The Discovery drop in, you know, take out a couple ships, and the Klingon ships all turn on them, and they begin firing on them. And Hello Kitty is going crazy, like it's about to die, though. And they able to jump in, save Corvan, kill the Klingons. Hello Kitty look hurt. Hello Kitty look hurt. They drop off Vok on the Shenzhou ship. I thought they was just gonna leave it in the debris, but they actually dropped him off on the ship. And then L'Oreal beams her butt in. Vok goes straight for her neck. I'm like, kill her dead. And she's like, no, I did this to save your life. And he all like, I guess she right. Okay. You know, I was like, He like, you know what? We need to go after them. We need to go get our stuff back. She's like, no. What we need to do is regroup. Take back what's yours. And he's like, you acting like you know some stuff. She's like, I do. I'm going to take you back to my mama homeland. You know, where the lies and thieves and all that stuff is. And they going to teach you some stuff that you ain't never thought that you was going to learn in life. He finna learn how to be a gangster. That's what he finna learn. And she said, but it's gonna cost you something. It's going to cost you. And he like, what's it going to cost me? She like, everything. All this goodness you think you got locked up in you got to throw all that away because you about to become a straight G. I'm telling you that right now. So Michael comes in and brings Hello Kitty some more spores to feed. Like I said, Hello Kitty was hurt. And I guess the little spores is helping recoup or whatever. And, you know, she feeling some kind of way about it. Back in her quarters, Seal convinces her to go ahead and open up Georgiou's last will and testament. She said, stop being a cat, scared of the cat, and just do it. And it's a message from Georgiou about how proud she is. She treated her like a daughter. She loved her like a daughter. And so she wanted to pass on to her something that's been through her family through generations. And it turns out to be a telescope. She wants her to continue to discover things with that telescope. I'm not actually sure how this telescope is going to help her other than just being nosy. But, yeah, that was what was in that box that was so sacred and held was so true. Maybe it's something else in her. Maybe it's a secret weapon of some sort. It got to be something more than just a doggone telescope. Is it going to tell her to see into the future? She's going to be able to see into the past. She's going to have to be able to see something other than the doggone stars that they see every doggone day. Anywho, that's the end of episode 4, Star Trek Discovery. The Butcher's Knives cares not for the lamb's cry. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Thank y'all for watching. The next episode airs on Sunday, which will be episode 5. You will not get the recap until Monday, but you will have it on time. I appreciate you. Like, comment in the comment section. Drop any comments. If there's anything that I forgot, anything I messed up, put it in the comment section. Appreciate you for watching. Peace.